some theories about what might have happened in the DL6 incident, and none of them are good. And it's partially because I was hung up on Miles's last comment, when we ended last week's stream, was how he was having a recurring nightmare of a murder that he committed. What exactly that would mean, and does it have any bearing on the case? I guess we'll find out. What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about? A memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of murder. Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed? I don't believe it. Not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently, but he'd never take someone's life. Never! Nick.
Yo, how's everyone doing? Butts! What do you think of my performance today? I had him swooning in the aisles, huh, Maya?
Swooning? Me?
Oh, smelled him outside, exactly.
Oh, yes, I do remember feeling faint.
Right on, tell me the truth. It was like egg love at first sight, right? Right, Nick?
Huh? Me?
Well, maybe my heart.
I'm getting my voices mixed up. Well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two.
I think you could do better than that. Come on, I saved Edgeworth in there, dude. Edgy! You guys should be bowing before me. Yeah, bow before your hero.
Oh, good grief. Alright. Larry, you really helped out in the trial today. You did it! You did! If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty.
But seriously, Nick, that boat shop caretaker guy is pretty suspicious. Yeah, no shit, now he's on the run. But Edgy ain't off the hook yet. Way to spoil the mood, Larry. Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know. But from where I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty edgy, bluntly put. I mean, you can't really know he's telling the truth about that. I mean, can you really know he's telling the truth about that night?
Nick? I don't know. But what I know is, I'm going to believe in you two until the end.
Us two?
Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right?
Ah, he means me, right, Nick?
Yeah, you, Larry.
Not me. But why you, Larry?
Uh-oh.
Huh? Actually, yeah. Why me, Nick? Enough of the silent treatment!
Oh, boy. Right, you're digging yourself a hole!
Nick, why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true, but when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think?
In other words, a dick! You didn't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney.
Wait, was that when you two were classmates?
Yes, in grade school. They saved me. Miles and Larry. They saved me and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know.
What? Hey, Larry, what's he talking about? Huh? Sorry, I kind of forgot. Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm going to hear the story today, and that's final.
Okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. It was the very end of 3rd grade. Oh, boy. I was on trial. A class trial. Was this like a mock trial or what? I guess.
A class trial?
You remember, Larry? Spring, end of 3rd grade? A kid in our class got his lunch money stolen. Uh-oh.
Lunch money?
Our school was really small. Every month, kids would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from home. I remember... Boy, I remember that as a kid. I remember briefly when I was in, like, very early elementary school, we used to have lunch cards. And it would just basically go on a tab, and then our parents would pay the bill. Eventually, that was swapped out where we would just type in our PIN number, and then it would just be drawn off of a balance of sorts.
Huh, I see.
Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared with $38 still inside. Yeah, well, 38's not really going to get you much nowadays, but back in that day, considering this took place in the 2010s, 2000s, give or take, early years, that could still get you a bit. My schools had reduced and free lunches for kids who couldn't afford it. I think ours did the same as well. Of course, those that were on those kind of reduced or free lunches plans was not allowed to take from the a la carte tray. In other words, no, like, extra bell whistle snacks. Although I do remember one year where they made the terrible mistake of having the salad bar included in the a la carte. They reversed decision on that quickly.
Dick!
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah. Now that you mention it, I do remember that.
I could see why you'd forget, though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in class.
So, they thought you did it?
Yeah. The kids in class said I should be put on trial.
Trial?
So the next day we held a classroom trial with me as the defendant.
I didn't do it! Guilty! You did it! Guilty! It's you! Give the money back! You're such a meanie! No one play with him! Just admit you did it! You can't hide the truth! Tell us the truth! We're not gonna play with you anymore! Yeah, no borrowing my razor. You should be allowed the race, so the library can give back 50 cents I loaned you. Hey, did you rob the bank the other day? Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal ill people's money. It's not right. Even the teacher? What a bitch!
In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it. Go over and apologize, Phoenix. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad, I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went to where the boy whose money was stolen was sitting. That's when it happened. Objection! He shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs at a trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed. Amateurs! Miles? It wasn't you who stole my money, was it? My money? No. Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did, but no one has any proof. That is why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent! But, Miles, it was your money that was stolen. And if even the kid who had the money he's stolen is saying, yeah, this one didn't do it, I think that should bear some merit there. Yeah, he did it. He's the one. We don't need proof. Make him say he's sorry. Why don't you all shut up? This is how it is. Everyone gang up and pick on one person. Just think how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. Silence. Very well. I will replace the money myself. This class trial is over. That's how it happened. After that, the three of us were best of friends. Wow, I had no idea. Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot. Really, Larry? Mini butts! That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone, without a friend in the world. You did a good thing, Larry. Yeah, well, I was just lucky that I took the day off from school. If I'd been there, they thought I would have done it. So I kind of took it personally, see? When something smells, it's usually the butts. Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after that class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father. I'm going to become a defense attorney, just like my father. A famous defense attorney. Then a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school. The DL6 incident. Right. I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death. That's so sad. It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like "Dark Suspicions of a Demon Attorney," Oh, God. Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. Alright, so given the circumstances of the DL6 incident, I'm pretty sure Miles was wholly convinced that whoever killed his father did do it, but for some technicality, whatever the case may be, maybe Robert Hammond argued, what was it? Trying to refresh my memory from last week. The suspect was Yanni Yogi, I believe, and Hammond managed to get him off the hook. Whether that was like a technicality or if the... Plead insanity, exactly, because he was apparently oxygen deprived at the time of the murder and had completely, well, gone bananas, so to say. So maybe that incident scarred Miles into his skewing of always getting a guilty verdict because he probably knows what he saw with his own eyes. And that probably led him to believe that no matter what, everyone is guilty, no matter how loudly they profess their innocence.
But why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all.
That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him, and I don't know how many times. He never replied.
I guess he didn't want to see his old friends.
I couldn't just drop it, though. I wanted to meet him, to learn why he had become who he became. That's when I decided.
Wait, you don't mean that's why? That's why you became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth?
Wow, that's one hell of a long game. If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me whether he wanted to or not. In court. Edgeworth believed in me, and I believe in him. He's in pain, and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him.
Whoa, Nick! So, is that why you helped me out for free?
Yes. I helped you because I believed in you. I can fix him! Good luck with that. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free.
Ah, Nick! 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 We have to save Mr. Edgeworth if it's the last thing we do, okay?
Right. It may very well be, if Von Karma's threats are any indication.
First, there's that rental boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is.
The first thing I want... If he's not at the boat rental shop, then something tells me there may still be something left there. Something we may have overlooked. I have a feeling I know what. I'd settle for who. I guess I could clean out some of this evidence I no longer need. Okay, let's go. Okay, how much of the court record did you clear out? Ba-ba-ba. Oh, that was quite a bit, but anyway. Why do we still have the metal detector? I think I should get that back. I mean, Edgeworth, Larry is beyond saving. Yuck, yuck, yuck. I wonder if I should get that as get that stooge nyuk nyuk as a sound redeem. All right. Anyway, so anyway, I don't know. Let's just check out, see how Miles is doing. No. Yeah, just have Curly Howard's derpy face come up as he... Nyuk, nyuk, nyuk. You look grim as always.
Dick!
Okay, that might have been deserved.
Mr. Edgeworth, I heard the story about the class trial.
Class trial? What do you mean?
You don't remember?
No, I don't.
Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it, in 3rd grade?
Lunch money? Oh, right. Yes, I remember something like that.
Nick, I think you are the only one who really remembers.
Well, probably only really mattered to me anyway. Yeah, because you were put through such hell.
Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know? That trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney.
Ridiculous! Gee, thanks. That said, it does sound like the kind of thing you'd do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, Wright? So simple. To a fault, even. Well, maybe, yeah, but I think you changed too much, Edgeworth. Perhaps. Hey, Edgeworth, why did you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right? I couldn't let myself deny reality like you. What do you mean? My father was taken from me, and you want me to defend criminals? I'm sorry, Wright, but I'm not that good of a person. One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right? Yes, the man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yana Yogi. He had to be the shooter. Any way you look at it. Unfortunately, this is where my theory about the DL6 incident, about how his father died, and that one bit about him, a nightmare of a murder that he committed, is really pressing hard. I just hope by the end I am pleasantly wrong about this. I've said often, I'd rather be pleasantly wrong than painfully right on a situation, and I really hope I'm wrong on this. Yet, he was found innocent. That defense attorney got him off the hook. That would be Robert Hammond. On that day, 15 years ago, the three of us were trapped in that elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I had lost all memory of the murder. Lost your memory? Even now, I can't recall what happened in that elevator. Maybe this is where the nightmare has been coming in. It's been trying to help him remember subconsciously. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney's argument in court. He claimed Yana Yogi had been not of sound mind to oxygen deprivation. In other words, temporary insanity. Yogi was released due to the lack of evidence. Innocent. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys. What's your relationship with Von Karma? He was my teacher, and a man who deserves respect. I learned everything I know of courtroom techniques from him. So he's like my sister was to you, Nick. He is a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life, he is obsessed with doing everything perfectly. Perfectly, huh? In all the cases he has taken on, none were left unsolved, and not one suspect was declared innocent. Ever. But that's... I know. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does is his job, to find the suspect guilty. Perfectly. In any case, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away. Yeah, as we saw when he was trying to overtalk and dismiss the witness as they were about to say something that was adverse to his case.
Dick!
Exactly. Edgeworth, if what you're saying is true, you're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow.
He's right! Now's no time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth.
It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I'll admit. No kidding. Alright. So probably can't get anything else yet. So let's head to Gourd Lake and follow on my hunch.
Hey, pal, long time no see. Here's the genuine Dick.
Oh, Detective Gumshoe.
Close one today, huh? I got so worked up I snapped my tie in half. That looks pretty good for a tie that was just recently snapped. Hey now, he's a nice Dick, I know. The genuine Dick.
Sorry about that.
No prob, pal. Thanks to you, we know who really did it.
You mean the boat shop caretaker?
Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may. It's my duty to you as a police officer. Now I'm off to catch a criminal.
I do kind of wonder... Yeah, because now that we see by the theory and just based on this caretaker's actions, I think that the insanity and this yup stuff he manages to pull up, I think is all an act. Granted, could he have possibly suffered some traumatic injury? Yes. But I think given what he was capable of doing, if the theory holds water, and now the fact that he's on the run, I think he's actually more sound than what he puts on.
Detective Gumshoe sure is active today.
Oh, one other thing.
Eek!
No one can go into the woods today. The woods? Uh-oh. As you rant on your theory, Maya's giving you the wide eye. Oh, boy. Like she was that intent? The woods where Lotta was camping? Why? The woods are off limits to camping, and apparently the park ranger found out. He got pretty mad, so no one could go in for a while. Great! I guess Lotta's in a lot of trouble. I need to get Ed a soundboard. God damn it, Lotta! God damn it, Maya, for that pun! Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Okay. Oh. Let's see. Anything really to examine? Not really. Yep, same thing. Okay, moving on. Back. Move. Off to the public beach. Huh? The seal eyesore is... Oh, man. Eyesore? Looks like the hot dog stand is closed, too. I guess Larry's too busy worrying about Mr. Edgeworth to show up for work. Whoop. This like sure likes to cause problems, doesn't it? Huh? I mean, everything that happened here turned out to be a lie. Gordy was a lie, and the charges against Mr. Edgeworth were all lies. I guess you're right. I mean, I'm glad the charges were all lies, but still. I mean, she's got a point. It's like there's a curse on this lake. A trash can with no trash. At least the place is well maintained. The dick is a lie. You know what else is? Cake. Although after the week I had, I could sure use a whole lot of cake. Ugh. He was pretty happy about saving Mr. Edgeworth. True, we owe him big. We are no longer friends for making that joke. Ah, come on. Okay. Oh yeah, the woods are completely stricken from the records. Okay. So, I guess we had no choice but to go to the boat rental shop anyway. That was my initial hunch to begin with. That old caretaker got away. Yep. I never imagined he might be the real murderer. I have a feeling I know who that is. I know that clearing of the throat anywhere. Grossberg. White's lover. Oh, for Pete's sake, man. Just one time I skipped it, okay? Sheesh. Hello. What might you be doing here? Out for a walk? The days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. Oh my god. Wait a minute, what? Is his first name Marvin? Refresh my memory. I don't know if we happen... Oh. Yep, Marvin Grossberg. Okay. Oh, for Christ's sake, Marvin. Mr. Grossberg, this is no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow. That's true, yes. But from what I saw in today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right? Fun fact about Grossberg, he has only 2 sprites because the devs ran out of cartridge space. Well, he is a big guy, for starters. Yeah, just him idling while twitching that mustache, and then him being nervous like, oh.
Dick!
Okay, that was probably deserved. But you gotta admit, he's probably, aside from Gumshoe, he's probably one of the bigger characters of the whole series. So far, at least, from what I see. Well, I'm not so sure about that. Oh, what do you mean by that? Well, I'm not sure. If you find anything out, come by my office at once. I may be able to offer you some assistance. Good to know, Marvin. Thanks. Bye. What do you think Mr. Grossberg was doing here anyway? Who knows? Probably reminiscing more on old memories and lemons. I wouldn't be surprised if his go-to drink is lemonade. There's some... Okay. Doesn't look like anyone is around. The caretaker must have run for the hills, huh? Yeah, looks like it. He didn't seem like a bad person. Well, you'd be surprised what people can put up the act. You hate lemonade? Well, I don't really blame you. It can be very tart, depending on how it's prepared. Nick, the forest. There's someone in there. Huh? You're right. There's a few policemen in there. They must be looking for the caretaker. Good luck. Alright, is there any chance we can move inside? We can. Good. Oh, Polly is still here. Nobody's home. Hello, hello. Quack. Hey, it's Polly. I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly. Hello, hello. Quack. I can't believe he'd run off and leave his poor parrot to fend for herself. Hello, hello. Quack. Teach the bird to say dick. Oh boy, that would be something. I know there are some birds out there that are capable of mimicking sounds almost perfectly, so can you imagine? Maybe I should take care of Polly, Nick? You probably shouldn't just kidnap her. The police all know about her anyway. I'm sure they'll do something. Well, okay. I think my dad would do such a thing. No. Sorry, Polly. He says I can't take you. Great. Now the bird's going to hate me. It doesn't look like he used this kitchen much. You're right. I guess the whole pasta restaurant thing was a lie. Yeah, if he was really using this small shack as even just a small cart restaurant, it would be a lot messier. Also, there doesn't look like much for pots and pans. What? You thought he was telling the truth? No clues here. Say, Nick, don't people usually put pictures of fish up on the wall to boast about them? Yeah, I guess so. You mean pictures of fish they caught, right? Right, but don't all the fish on the wall look really puny to you? Well, you know what they say. You should have seen the one that got away. Except that one got away from us was the caretaker, and we did see him. Why do I feel like we're having two different conversations here? Everything's cold. Looks like he didn't turn his heater on. I guess he hasn't been back here since the trial. That fishing pole looks expensive. Maybe we should bring it to Detective Gumshoe. Don't you think the caretaker wouldn't mind? Would mind? Well, we can't just leave the metal detector... Well, we can just leave him the metal detector in exchange. Are you kidding me? Maybe we better not. Ah! What's wrong? Huh? Oh, never mind. What? Tell me. Just when I saw the TV, I remembered. They're showing a Pink Princess special this week. Good grief, Maya. Oh, see, that's why I didn't want to tell you. That reminds me, Nick. Polly here knows the number to the safe, right? Yeah, that's right. Polly, what's the number to the safe? 1228. Quack. Well, I remembered that number from the last time. Let's open it, Nick. Come on. I'm sure there isn't any money in there. But there might be something else. Come on, Nick. Think this through. But, hey, he keeps it locked, right? So there must be something of value in there. Exactly, Maya. I'm on the same wavelength as you. For completely different reasons. I'm not so sure. Okay, Nick, let's see what's in there. I guess there might be a clue or two. The only thing in here is a letter. A letter? Aw, boring. There's no name or signature on this thing. It's handwritten in very precise, clear letters. Not bad for someone who apparently had brain damage. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth? Edgeworth! Nick! Why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on here? How should I know? I'm going to read the whole thing. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says this is your last chance. Now's the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. Uh-oh. Ruined your life. Oh, boy. So, now it's starting to piece together, but let me finish reading the letter here. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond and frame Edgeworth. Calling Edgeworth out to the lake, getting on the boat, firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out today in court. It's all here, in perfect detail. What do you think this means, Nick? I don't know. But it looks like
like these are the instructions for that caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instructions. But who could have written that letter? And what does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth? So perfect, I wonder if anyone is that perfect. Oh my god. But why would Von Karma do this? Unless he had some remote involvement somehow with one of the older cases? Dick, indeed! Look, I don't know, okay? But one thing's for certain. This letter is an amazing clue. Oh god. Ugh. Get revenge on the people who ruined your life. Well, I could probably understand why there would probably be revenge against Edgeworth, because he was against Miles Edgeworth, because he was associated with his father Gregory, who died. And getting revenge on Hammond, I feel like because Hammond convinced him to take the insanity case, yeah, that might have gotten him off the hook, but who would want to trust anyone that apparently suffered from an insanity snap and now has lingering brain damage? Probably forcing him to live in this squalor all along. Oh, no, Alright, let's move out here. Alright. Well, we found a very important clue. I guess the only real place I would think of going to would probably be Grossberg's, which is not listed here, so let's go to the Criminal Affairs Department and see if we can talk with Gumshoe. Looks like Detective Gumshoe hasn't gotten back yet. Gumshoe? He won't be coming back today. Oh, really? He said there was some guy he had to arrest by tomorrow. Probably the caretaker. The boat shop caretaker. Yep. He shouted something about catching him if it's the last thing I do, pal. You go to Grossberg's from Phoenix's place. Okay, thanks for that. Good luck, Gumshoe. Okay. One day left, Dick. Yeah, I know. Well, no time to waste. Let's get going. Alright. Off to Grossberg's, then. I wonder where exactly this office is that you would have to go there only from Wright & Company law offices. For Christ's sake, Marvin, put something up there! Even if it's just a limp dick poster! He's out. Again. When does he work anyway? Now, don't be harsh. Guess we'll have to come back later. Well, there's only one other place I could think of. Edgeworth, see this letter? This came out of the safe in the shack where that boat rental caretaker lives. I see. Revenge? On me? Who is that old guy anyway? I don't know. Could he be an innocent defendant you got declared guilty or something? Nice, Wright, but I don't remember that old man. Not at all. So he was following this letter then? Which means there was someone else behind it. Now's the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. Two men, meaning myself and Robert Hammond? It also says this is your last chance. Last chance. Wait, maybe he's talking about the statute of limitations on the DL6 incident. Wait. That old man. I think I already know who it is. What is it? Do you know who he is? Yogi. Could he be Yogi? Yogi? The suspect in the DL6 incident. The one who was found innocent. Yanni Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in the elevator together 15 years ago. He came back for revenge with a card game. That's Yugi, you Pringle! Oh god, that was a delayed earthquake sound.
Dick!
The quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark.
We were there for so long it felt like forever. The air thinned, and the darkness closed in on us in that little box. We became unsettled.
Help! I can't breathe!
Quiet! I said quiet! You're not making this any easier!
I want to get out! Help! Get us out!
So Yogi was panicking. Don't shout! You'll just use up more oxygen! That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in a hospital bed staring up at the ceiling. In court, Yana Yogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed the oxygen deprivation and stress had caused temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed the court and Yogi was found innocent. Huh. But isn't that strange? This letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would he want to take revenge on you? Right. Yeah? There's something that's been troubling me these last few days. I didn't know whether or not I should tell you. You mean the nightmare? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of a murder. Oh my god. I think the time has come to tell all. Too many flashbacks of events 10 minutes ago. For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night, so it might have been a traumatic defense mechanism to the DL6 incident. I wake up in a fearful sweat every time. What kind of dream? It's a dream about my father's killing. In the dark.
Help! I can't breathe! Quiet! I said quiet! You're not making this any easier! I want to get out! Help! Get us out!
Don't shout! You'll just use up more oxygen!
I can't breathe! You're using up my air!
What?
Stop breathing my air! I'll stop you!
What? What are you?
Stop breathing my air!
No! Father! He's attacking Father! Then I see the pistol lying at my feet. I don't know if it was evidence from the day in the court or the bailiffs. In a daze, I pick up the pistol.
Get away!
He threw the gun?
Get away from my father!
Bang! Oh my god. And with that scream, I wake. It's a bone-chilling scream. Christ's sake. Could it be that in trying to stop Yanni from attacking his father, he accidentally killed Gregory himself? A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years. But that's just a dream, right? Right? The thought is the only thing that has kept me sane for the last 15 years. Oh, but thank you for the pets, Wolf. Welcome on in. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Oh, hello, Sarkaz. Welcome on in. Thank you for that hydrate. I definitely could use it right now. How are you doing today, by the way, Sargaz? Hope you're doing well. Maybe it was I who killed my father. What? Oh, geez, that wasn't what I was afraid of. Dick, yeah. Wait, if that was supposed to be for me, it's like that's how my mind works. Doing better today, Wiggle Waggle? Oh, good. Good to see that you're doing on the up and up. What happened? Were you just, like, feeling exhausted, sick, or something? Ah! Yeah, that's probably my mind screaming right now with the theory that I had, and it's unfortunately proving me painfully right. If you think about it that way, this letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. No, that's just me every day. Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me. Wait, Edgeworth, you mean... It was me. Oh boy. I do wonder... Oh boy, now it's starting to piece some of the scandal together about the DL6 incident because they asked Misty Fey to contact the spirit of the dead, and apparently did so successfully, who named the murderer. I wonder if it was... If this is really true, that the spirit of Gregory Edgeworth spoke to Misty Fey. Could it be that he lied about his son accidentally killing him to protect him? I was the true criminal of DL6. I shot my father. This is bad. What are we going to do, Nick? What can we do? I don't know. I don't think there is anything we can do, like it or not. If there's someone else who knows a lot about the DL6 incident, maybe... Exactly, Marvin Grossberg. There is, Nick. There is someone who knows about DL6. Mr. Grossberg. Oh, hello there. What's wrong? You look troubled.
No kidding! I can't believe you're not!
My. Just calm down and tell me what's happened.
It's Mr. Edgeworth. He...
I see. So Edgeworth dreamt he shot his own father.
It's only a dream! Only a dream!
I wonder...
What?
If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled,
Well...
Also consider this. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. So deep he'd want to frame him for murder. This leads me to surmise that Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream, it was real, as you imagined. Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. Okay, so it was thrown. The pistol fired, and the deed was done.
No! I don't believe it!
Yogi was suspected of murder, and his career as bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Thus he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. So unfortunately my theory did hold true. Miles did try to stop Yogi in self-defense because he went crazy. The gun accidentally went off and killed Gregory. And because of that whole incident, and Yogi's career and life just went completely down the tubes. This was his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close. What did you know about Edgeworth's father? He was a defense attorney without peer. It sounds trite, but it's true. Well, he may have had one peer now that I think about it. Your mentor, Mia Fey.
My sister?
Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Mr. Von Karma's techniques. That's no surprise. Von Karma is an extreme man. Forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. The result? He has a perfect win record in court. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods.
And?
He lost, and died in despair, as it were.
I see.
Oh my god.
So now the DL6 incident and the case of that day are now even further tied together. And now Von Karma is even more in suspect.
He truly is a devil of the courtroom. When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called on a spirit medium.
Thank you for the pets, Miles.
What? That was your mother, Misty Fey. I am Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi. Yet Yogi was found innocent.
That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud.
That's right. Everyone thought she was, you see. Yet, now that I think about it, it seems the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost.
Oh my god. This is really becoming painful for me. I'm being proven painfully right on my theories left and right.
Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him.
Dick.
I don't believe it. Dick. Oh boy.
So you're saying he falsified his testimony?
That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his son? Oh, jeez. I knew it. It's only a possibility, mind you. But a possibility nonetheless.
Christ in a handbasket.
What do you think we should do now, Maya?
You know best, Nick. Just do what you do. That should work. Yeah, thanks a lot. Well, have any good ideas? This is all tied to the DL6 incident. We gotta find out as much as we can about that murder before tomorrow. Something that happened back then has a hold on Edgeworth, and it won't let go. Nope. No? Okay, was there possibly more I should have shared with Grossberg? You can chime in, chat. Where do I go and what do I do next here? Okay. Show him the letter? Oh. Well, okay, yeah, I'll show him the letter, after this. The incident took place 15 years ago tomorrow, so tomorrow will be the completion of not one, but 2 trials, all thanks to the statute of limitations. However, I'm afraid the damage the DL6 incident has done will never be eased. Oh, so this is the letter. It does seem that Yogi was following this letter when he killed Hammond. But why kill Robert Hammond? Hammond was a skilled defense attorney, but he defended clients not for their sake, but for his own, so he had a bit of a selfish streak to him. Huh? His own sake? He never trusted his clients, that one. Oh my god. So if he knew that Yogi wasn't on the up and up, he was basically defending him for the sake of his own career. The only thing he trusted was his own ability.
Dick!
There is no shortage of dicks in this game for some odd reason. But he got his client found innocent, so why should it matter? Actually, my dear, it's quite different. Maybe that's what Hammond was going to talk with Edgeworth about. Oops, all dicks. Oh. I'm pretty sure any adult store would probably have that cereal in stock. He won that innocent verdict for no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially, he was ruined. Oh, hush. You set that up, Miles. Huh? You'll understand soon enough. Wait, what is it? This letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before, a long time ago. Whose handwriting was this? Do you have any idea who wrote this? Could it be Manfred von Karma? Von Karma? Why would he have something to do with this? Well, I'm not sure. Von Karma. Wait! You're right, my boy. Oh, boy. I mean, we pieced it together early, Miles, but holy shiza. This is Von Karma's handwriting, I'm sure of it. I used to see it all the time on the court reports. What? But that means the one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was... Correct. Manfred von Karma himself. That would explain why he was so adamant on a perfect record, especially in this case. Because it would expose him. What does this mean, then? Why would Von Karma want to frame Edgeworth? If it truly was Von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. He would know that Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. He'll say as much tomorrow in court, I think. He'll press the point until the court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty. Oh no. But how could Von Karma know about Mr. Edgeworth's past like that? Even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare. That I do not know. Yet I do know that Von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son. Oh boy. And a dick. Yeah. So I think Gregory Edgeworth was really trying to take down Manfred von Karma's ego a peg or two, and he would not let that go. It would explain why he would end up throwing his own apprentice under the bus. What do you mean?
It was 15 years ago. Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and Von Karma did win, but he didn't make it through the trial unscarred. What happened in the trial between Edgeworth's dad and Von Karma? Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial. But Gregory Edgeworth accused Von Karma of faulty evidence. And though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusations stood. Faulty evidence? It was the only penalty Von Karma has ever received in his career as a prosecutor. And for an egotistical perfectionist, that has got a sting beyond comprehension. Even if it was a small slight, it hits hard for those type of people. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Wow. It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Oh, God. A vacation? Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in many years of prosecuting.
Really? He doesn't take vacations? Like, go to the sea or, the mountains? Doesn't tell me he's ever been to Europe?
You have strange ideas about vacations, Maya. In any case, that was the only time he took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot. Odd. If he wanted to keep a perfect record so badly, why would he take such a long vacation? He was plotting his revenge.
What do we do, Nick? Von Karma is going to bring up DL6. You can bet on it. What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to DL6? I won't let him.
Yes, Mr. Wright. I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder, you know.
I know that.
I just believe Edgeworth's innocence.
I can't believe he'd kill someone. But Nick, Mr. Edgeworth admits it himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave.
I don't care! I know he's not guilty. Mr. Wright, if you say so, I suppose I could go check again. The police files might hold something of interest. Mr. Grossberg, thank you. I can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding something are slim. I understand. The police materials,
Is there any chance we could actually go back to...
okay.
Move. Back here. There's hardly anyone here.
Ha, I have 7 rue points. Oh, good for you. Everyone must be out looking for the old guy, Yogi. It's you. I don't think Gumshoe will be coming back today. He'll be staying out late looking for someone.
Sounds like Detective Gumshoe is pounding the pavement for real. We're wondering if we could check out the records room again.
Well, now I can't have just anyone wandering around in there, but I guess Mr. Von Karma is in there now. Oh, no!
Oh, thanks for that hydrate, 8 Miles.
Okay. You can go in as long as he's there.
Von Karma?
Yes. He just arrived, actually. Von Karma's in the records room. Oh, no, he might be destroying evidence. Let's hurry!
Dusty as always. One of the drawers is open! We're only here just yesterday. I'm sure they haven't had time to clean. What's wrong, Nick?
Nothing. I was just noticed that he isn't here.
Von Karma.
Oh no, he's opened one of the drawers.
Huh? One of the drawers here is open.
Someone must have been looking in recently.
The label says unsolved cases, evidence.
Unsolved cases?
Nick! The file for DL6, it's completely empty!
What? What are you doing in here?
Here.
Dick!
Oh no!
Yeah, Dick indeed! Von Karma!
You! How do you know my name?
Huh?
Have we met?
What are you saying? We see each other every day, don't we? We're Miles Edgeworth's defense team.
Defense team? Ahem, I beg your pardon. You see, I rarely remember defense attorneys.
What a fucking dick!
They are like bugs to me, needless things to be crushed. I can see how this guy was Edgeworth's mentor.
Mr. Edgeworth is your student. Exactly. Right?
Dick!
Yes! All the metaphorical dicks! I am not stumbling into what happened last week again! A romanticist who can't shed that veneer of amateurism. All the dicks! Indeed. Just like his father. Always second rate. Mr. Von Karma, you had an axe to grind with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you? Me? A grudge against a mere defense attorney? Why? Because he dealt a blow to your otherwise perfect trial record? So you did. But what I don't get is, why did you take your son under your wing his son under your wing afterwards? The son of your most bitter rival. That, my dear attorney, is none of your business. Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long. Still, you will lose in the end. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt. His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean? You're quite the researcher. If you've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know what Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow. We were right. So Von Karma is going to bring up DL6 in court tomorrow. Oh my god, Maya, not again with that. You could show him something. Yeah, I kind of figured, and I have a feeling I know what. Mr. Von Karma, have a look at this. This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yanni Yogi to commit murder. Yanni Yogi. How many years has it been since I've heard him called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it. So he admits it. So you admit it? You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter? Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. You've saved me from a lot of needless hassle. What?
Dick!
Nick, what is that thing? A stun gun for self-defense, usually. Indeed. 600,000 volts will course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence. 600,000? Oh, don't worry. People don't die from it. Usually. Now give me the letter. No! No! Whoa, what are you... Nick, run! Ah! Maya! Out of my way! Ah! Ah! Ugh, he got us. The letter's gone, of course. And he took the DL6 evidence.
Dick.
All of it. Yeah, indeed. Electric dick. Dick... 1, 2, 3, 4. Dick number... 3? 5? I've lost count. Either way, electric boogaloo, whatever. Wait, Maya jumped first. Maya! Is she okay? Maya! Maya, open your eyes! Maya! The letter. Did he take it? Huh? Oh, yeah. Are you okay? I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast as I could, but one shot from that thing knocked me out cold. I'm useless. I'm no good as a lawyer or a medium. I can't even call my sister. Not even now when we need her most. I wish I hadn't woken up at all. Maya! Ugh, there has to be some way I can help her. I better do something about her self-confidence first. Huh? Maya, she's holding something. What's that? A bullet? DL6 incident evidence number 7, taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. I remember. Von Karma was holding this when Maya jumped him. I'll prove it to you, Maya. You're most definitely not useless. I'll prove it to you in court tomorrow. To be continued. Now I can probably okay, yeah. Definitely do that stretch. Okay, that's better. Even with a comfy... Why is your stretch sound from Link? That was the first thing I heard. That was the first thing that came to mind. A whole police station and they couldn't hear their screaming. I'm just gonna write it off and say video game logic. Even though it's like, Wait. But then again, if Von Karma has as much... It's a station of dicks! Exactly. My theory is if Von Karma has that much power, I guess, over the justice system, he could easily write it off as Maya and Phoenix trying to jump him, and he acted in self-defense. Which now really raises the stakes. Not only is Miles Edgeworth's life literally hanging in the balance, but very well Phoenix and Maya's life hangs in the balance as well, since we know too much now. We know way too much now. Not only do we know that Yanni Yogi is very well the suspect in the current case and in the DL6 incident, but there's also Von Karma's perfect record that he's going to defend all the way to the extreme. Defendant lobby number 2. This is it. Judgment Day. Today, things are going to get settled at last. A lot of things. What's the big idea? Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. I guess the shock hasn't worn off from my run-in with the stun gun yesterday. Oh my god. Anyhow, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick. Yeah, thanks, Maya. Edgeworth is looking glum as always. I hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard. Oh! What are you doing? Sorry, I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back. Maya, maybe you should go outside and discharge? Right, good idea. Try not to electrocute anyone on your way out. Ah, pal! Oh my god, she shocked the dick! I think? I was right! Oh my god!
Dick!
What's gotten into that girl? Detective Gumshoe. Yeah, very fitting. Morning, Mr. Edgeworth. Good morning. You know, some people are into... Yeah, exactly. It's, S&M torture. Tantalizing. Oh, shush, Wolf. Have no fear. As promised, I captured a runaway caretaker. I just brought him in. Took all night, pal. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired. Actually, after that shock I got on the way in, I feel pretty good. Yogi says he's forgotten his own name, but that has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? Exactly! It was all an act! Oh boy, talk about a long game on this one. He does remember, and I'm going to prove it. Okay, hydrate quick here. I'm gonna need a bigger bottle at this rate. Okay. December 28th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. Order in the court. Will everyone please rise? That's a good question. It's just, oh, wait a minute. I might read it on the bottom here. 16.9 fluid ounces. Court is now in trial for the... Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth. Rookie numbers! Yeah, I was thinking of a larger bottle. I wonder if my workplace has, like, those bigger bottles. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready. Right. Very well. We have reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask that the prosecution submit decisive evidence. Understood. Oh, come on, don't be awed into silence by every little thing he says. Very well, Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. I used a 64-ounce bottle. Noted. I'll definitely consider that. Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. Very well. Please bring the witness into the courtroom. Oh boy, here we go again. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop in the lake, from where he witnessed the incident.
In addition, he has currently lost his memory of his name and identity. Witness, why did you run away yesterday? The witness was not running away, as he will now testify. I see. Very well, please begin your testimony. Here we go again. Okay, here we go again, ladies and gentlemen. Time to get the southern drawl. Oh, southern, western drawl? Anyway. I'm really sorry about just leaving yesterday like I did, but I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly, you see. I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I mean, I did one of those, I need one of those motive things, right? I don't got one. So my testimony yesterday stands as he is. Bullshit! Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we? He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi. You're Yanni Yogi, and I'm going to prove it.
Dick.
Exactly. Here we go. I'd call all what you did running away and not just leaving. You heard Larry's testimony and realized you were in danger. Now, Mr. Wright, there's no need to rush to conclusions. As I said, the witness was not running away. Listen to the testimony. He sure seems relaxed. In fact, they both do. Von Karma and Yanni Yogi. Oh yeah, I think they're confident that they could try to get out of this. But I wasn't running away or nothing. Okay, whatever. I'm not gonna press on that one. I went to buy some food for Polly, you see? Food? Well, Polly's a bit of a gourmand, you see? She only eats these high-quality bird pellets from France. They only have them in the big pet shop downtown. But you weren't arrested until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker's shack? Well, I kinda got lost, you see? Oh boy, the witness has trouble remembering things sometimes. When the police apprehended him, he was on his way back to the shack. Yeah, right. Nice try, Von Karma. No one's going to believe that. I see. So he was lost. Please, Your Honor, come to your senses! I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. You've lost much of your memory, is that correct? Yup, seems like it. Then how can you know you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory, You know exactly who you are. The witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof. How am I supposed to prove what's going on in that old codger's head? That's impossible. I'm glad you've come to your senses, Wright. Very well, witness. Please continue. I need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. I feel like that would be need to shove the letter... No, wait a minute. Shit. Von Karma has the letter. Yeah, he has the letter. Let me press on this. How can you say you had no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That is why you took revenge on them, right? Please do not make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge. It's impossible. I have to prove he's lying about his memory. Otherwise, it's going to be the same thing over and over until the trial ends. Might I say something, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? You've been saying the same thing now over and over. You've been calling the witness's memory of the past or lack thereof into question. But does this really have anything to do with the current case? Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with this case and no motive. Both of these statements are lies! Order! Order! Mr. Wright, there is a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying you know who this witness is? Of course, Your Honor. Oh, now this is interesting. I would like to know myself, so who is he? Don't play dumb, Von Karma. Mr. Wright, please tell us the witness's name. His name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff. Yogi? That name seems familiar. I think it would familiar if you... How long has this guy said he was on the bench for? A long time? That name should ring familiar. Oh! Yanni Yogi! From the DL6 incident. It figures the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case. But what does this mean? Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive. Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This witness is Yanni Yogi? Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? This is a court of law, as you may recall. You need proof. How hypocritical. And allow me to repeat once more that the witness had lost his memory. Exactly. This is it. I have to do this now. If I can't prove he's Yogi right here, right now, then I've got nowhere else to go. Nick, how are you going to prove it? How can you prove he's Yanni Yogi? It's okay. It's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on the file from Yanni Yogi 15 years ago. I see. That makes sense. Huh? I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. Why? Oh no, he took the prints. The witness has no fingerprints. What? No fingerprints? You see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. I burned my fingers working with the stuff. Yup. What? Yogi, you sneak! You burned your fingerprints off to hide your past! Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we'll not be able to prove his identity. No! Well, what will you do, Mr. Wright? Exactly. It seems that the case has been decided, no? No! I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. But no, I can't let it end like this. I can't lose. There has to be another way. There is no one who can testify as to who this witness is. No one. Nick, what are we going to do? I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. Elma, Kako, hello, 89. Hello, welcome on in. How are you doing? I hope your day is going well. Okay. What do I do? Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to cross-examine his parrot for a little comic relief? Doing good, and you? I'm doing good. All things considered with the week that I had, but I'm glad that I'm back on the up and up here. Yeah, very funny. You're a sore winner, Von Karma. No, wait a minute! He might have actually made a case! I mean, for Christ's sake! Okay, thanks for the hydrate there, Miles. Because remember last week when it came to Polly the parrot? I mean, for Christ's sake, if he was able to divulge his safe combination to Polly, what's to say that Polly might actually have the answer here? Let's see if I might be right. Wait a second. Cross-examine his parrot? What is it, Nick? No, you're not going to. Your Honor, the defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal. Take Mr. Von Karma up? Oh my... proposal? Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot. Order! Order! Well, what do you think, Mr. Von Karma? Need you even ask? This is a farce. I object. Oh, thank you for the pets. That's Elma. Do you prefer Elma or do you have a preferred name from that username? Is it just Elma is fine? Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Von Karma, even though it was likely done in jest. I think he may have dug his own grave, especially considering that anything could literally be taken into account in this story. I have a right to do as you suggested. Well, if you're so desperate, then please be my guest. Of course, should you go through with this and nothing comes of it, then I hope you're ready for the consequences. Nick, this is crazy. Well, still want to go through with your little game? Of course I am. Let's take the let the parrot take the stand. I will cross-examine her, Your Honor. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Von Karma's rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence, except the parrot. She's my last chance. At least, I think so. Bailiff, bring in the parrot. Quack! That's quite a bird. Please, tell us your name. Name! The witness is ignoring me. You forgot the magic words! It must hurt to be ignored by a bird. Yeah, Maya should know. Very well, witness, who is your owner? Please testify for us. Is it gonna be nothing but dots?
Dick.
Dick! Hello, hello. Quack. Certainly the most concise... the most concise testimony we've had so far. Very well. Begin your cross-examination. Right. What are you going to do, Nick? I don't know. What do we do, Maya? Come on, you two! Even I know this! You have to say the bird's name! Hello, hello. Quack. A witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her. Right, what do I say? Okay, have we forgotten something? As I recall, 2 days ago... I object to the squawking! Objection! On what grounds? It was offensive birdese! It was offensive slang and birdese, and you know this how? Because I'm crazy! Overruled! Good call! Polly, have we forgotten something? Squawk! Don't forget the DL6! Don't forget DL6! Squawk! If I can get Polly to say that to here, that will prove that the caretaker had something to do with DL6. Polly, have we forgotten something? Hello! Quack! That's not what you're supposed to say. Forgot. Something. We forgot. Hello! Quack! Uh-oh, it's not working, Nick. She won't say it. This is ridiculous. Why won't she say it? Something the matter, Mr. Wright. Wait. Don't tell me Von Karma expected this. He couldn't have retrained the parrot, could he? Did he train her not to respond when we asked if we'd forgotten anything? Well, I guess we should try to get some information out of her. We need to show the judge that her owner is Mr. Yogi. Okay, well... press on this one. Witness, you're here to speak. You must speak to me. Frankly, I can't believe that you're speaking to the parrot. Well, I guess we should try to get some... Okay, so... Hello. Okay, let me... Before I completely forget, I should have put a save redeem up here. Okay. So it's got to be something else. Something that he wouldn't expect. Maya, you talk to her. What to say? Well, I guess just as a formality, on all grounds. Maybe I should get her to say her name. Polly, what's your name? Polly, quack! Mr. Wright, I think we've established that this parrot's name is Polly. Does this have anything to do with her owner's identity? Oh, boy. Well, I still have plenty of life, so I'm just gonna go off and say... Well... Can I backtrack? Well, I guess it doesn't... Oh, please, only ask questions pertaining to the matter at hand. Very well, witness, continue testimony. What's the safe number? Maybe I'll get her to say the number of that safe. What, the safe? Why? Let's just try to get her to say anything, okay? Polly, what's the number to the safe in the shack? 1228, 1228. My, what a reckless parrot! Yeah, my thoughts exactly, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, you are claiming that... Actually, it does. That's why I had her say it. Huh, ridiculous. How could the number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof. What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's true identity? Oh, for Pete's sake. Okay, not that. But damn it, it's the letter! Ugh. No. Is there something else I can look at here? Is it literally the bird itself?
I'm thinking it is the bird itself. Admittedly, I didn't think you had anything to show us, and now I see I'm right. How could a safe number reveal someone's identity? Uh-oh, I think that was the wrong thing to show them. I hope you're happy now, Mr. Wright. The witness may continue her testimony. Okay, it didn't cost me anything, but I feel like I'm on the right track, but it's like, what here? Chat, you can chime in with a hint. Am I on the right track with what I was doing with pressing on this? You have case file with oh, okay. Yep. Actually, it does. The DL6 case file? What is this obsession you have with that case? Mr. Wright, where in this file is something related to the safe number? Suspect data. It's on the suspect data page. Mr. Wright, this file is from a case 15 years ago. I don't see anything about a safe in here at all. I believe this is one of Mr. Wright's bluffs. Very well. Witness, continue your testimony. What? Read the case. Oh, read the case file. Okay. Check. The date on the case summary! 12/28! So I was on the right... I'm surprised that this didn't cost me anything. I would be in serious trouble right now if the system was holding. Okay, safe number. Actually, it does. In the case summary. It's on the case summary page. The case summary? Specifically, the date on which the DL6 incident occurred. The date of the incident? December 28th. Why, that's today's date. 15 years ago. And the number on that safe is 1228. Oh! He used the date of the DL6 incident as a number for his safe, Your Honor. That's how important the date was to him! I see. It certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates. Sometimes... Object. Bah, this is not tangible proof! I set my ATM's card number to 0001 because I'm number... Okay, let's go ahead. Let's, did he leave his wallet somewhere? Free money! Exactly! That has nothing to do with the date. Nothing! Indeed. Alone, it is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We should need some other corroborating evidence. Where am I going to find that? Nick, we're getting closer. One more. If we could just get one more piece of evidence. Right, but what? Very well, witness. You may continue. Oh boy, we're on the right track. We need to show that the owner is Mr. Yanni Yogi. Okay, there's something. You were on the right track with the bird's name. Okay. Hint, hint, hint. So it was, of course, but what else? Yes, it does. Huh, fascinating. You claim that the parrot's name will prove the owner's identity? Then show us this proof. Nick, don't you think you're taking the bluffing a little too far? Listen, we're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yanni Yogi. All we have to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi. Your Honor, the proof... Okay, there's got to be something in the case file. Let me look. After the Polly Jenkins, his fiance! This is quite a large file you have there. Which page on proof, then?
Show us or stop wasting time. Very well. Mr. Wright, please show us this page. Where in this file? The suspect data. It's on the suspect data page. Huh? This page has all the information about Yanni Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide, see? Indeed, it does say that, yes. What is his fiancée's name? Polly Jenkins. Polly? Exactly, Your Honor. He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who had committed suicide. Holy crap. This guy's life really did go down the gutter after that case. It was bad enough that his mentality was probably put into doubt on account of the insanity defense, but the fact that his fiancée committed suicide as a result of everything as well, that is a very, very sharp axe to grind. That's why he named his parrot after her. I see. I guess that is possible. Mere coincidence, that's all. My granddaughter has a dog she calls Phoenix. Well, Mr. Phoenix Wright, does this make you my granddaughter's fiancé? She's only 7 years old! Christ! That's enough. I think we've reached a conclusion here. This is a mere coincidence, that's all. True, that is a possibility. However, two coincidences at the same time seems more like a pattern to me. What are you saying? Summon the caretaker of the boat shop. Immediately! Witness, tell us your name. Wait! This is Witness. He doesn't remember. No. It's okay. Huh? Oh my god, he's straightened up! I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done. Nick, he looks totally different. This is the real Yogi, I think. Finally. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years. Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court. My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as bailiff in this very court. Order! Order! Yanni Yogi! So it was you who killed Robert Hammond and tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death? Yes. It was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond, he said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So, I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really. But he didn't believe me. We won the trial. But I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancé, my social standing. Then this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. I thought this was my chance after 15 years. Was it. Finally a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets. Wait a moment. Revenge against Miles Edgeworth. What do you mean? I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond. Well, that clears up one thing, but now it leaves the other in... Von Karma, where is Yogi? Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession. Then, the defendant Miles Edgeworth is innocent. In this case, at least. Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand? There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are cleared of suspicion for this particular case. So I would like to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond. Any objections? Nothing. I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything? Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. Something is off. We solved one mystery, but there's still the DL6 incident. And if Von Karma... There's no way Von Karma would have gone through all the trouble of having Yanni Yogi... which I think is pretty clear in this case. Having Yanni Yogi kill Hammond and potentially frame Edgeworth, and then shock us almost to death with a stun gun, just so that he could let this all go. This ain't over yet. That is all. Court is adjourned. Objection! Did someone just say objection? It wasn't Von Karma. Wait, but that means... No. Edgeworth? Your Honor, I object to your judgment. What do you mean? I'm not innocent at all. As we have heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what? Nick, Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's going to say he's guilty. He's going to tell them he was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He's going to tell them he killed his own dad. Oh, what do I do? The judgment has already been passed. I object to Edgeworth's outburst. Didn't something like this happen yesterday, too? I believe a certain witness raised an objection after the guilty verdict was passed. That would be Larry. We must hear this new statement. We must hear Miles Edgeworth. He's right. We have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out. For 15 years, I've had a recurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I told myself. But now I know it wasn't a dream. Yanni Yogi wasn't the killer. You mean in the incident where your father died? From the distance of shot, it wasn't suicide either. Thanks for that hydrate, Miles. From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was as clear as day. The murderer, the criminal in the DL6 incident. It was me. Your Honor, I confess my guilt. I am guilty for DL6, the statute of limitations of which ends today. The culprit is me. Order! Order! This is certainly unexpected. The defendant, declared innocent, is confessing to a different crime? A crime for which the statute of limitations runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this. Ugh. It's obvious. We hold a trial, right here, right now. We try this man for his crime of 15 years ago. I think it would like to take a 5-minute recess. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned. I'm sorry, Wright. I've just wasted all your efforts. Mr. Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, sir. I mean, you killed your dad? I didn't want to believe it myself, Detective, but it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances. This is crazy! Just crazy! Nick, what are you doing? Huh? Oh, I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready. Your case for what? Huh? Is it obvious? I'm going to prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent. Huh? What are you talking about, pal? He's just admitted to it. He confessed that he did it in court. I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare. What? It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record.
Dick.
In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. Yeah, he's being a dick to himself. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me. Right. Now then, I would like to resume our trial. Judge, Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let's begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let's the defense do their cross-examining. The statute of limitations on the DL6 incident runs out today. Though it is unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the book. I see. Does the defense have any objections? No, Your Honor. Von Karma. You knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you? Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand? Will the witness state his name and profession? Miles Edgeworth. I am a prosecuting attorney. Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct? It is correct. Then testify about this matter in court. When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key, but only if I could get it to work. Oh, shoot. I'm trying to remember the exact details of the dream. The only thing I could get... the only thing that I can probably describe from it was the circumstances of the gun going off or something. Please, please. Maya's trying her damnedest to try and summon Mia, but is it going to help? That day I'd gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. Wait a minute, no! If it... I think I'm starting to think... I usually wait until after the testimony is done, but something is clicking in my head. Oh, not that one. That's not what I meant to look at. Take it from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. Still bears ballistic markings. If he was shot in the heart, he would not have been able to scream. Miles, am I on the right track with that in theory? That's all. And until now, you thought this memory was a dream? We're stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out and I lost my memory of the events. I'm not sure. You might have to press him. Okay. Bah, the same claim Mr. Yogi has made. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. Yeah, those first two statements don't need pressing. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. What did you do then? I was a 9-year-old by the time. What could I do? I was scared, trembling in the corner. But then... the gun. Did you know it was a pistol when you threw it? I think I knew. I knew it was dangerous, but the air was getting so thick, I panicked. So you're saying that you threw the pistol at Mr. Yogi? I was, in a daze. The gun fired once? Yes. I think after I threw it, I lost consciousness. Since then, they've echoed in my head every day. That gunshot and that horrible scream. The scream. To this day. Yes, I can practically hear it now. I doubt I will ever forget that scream as long as I live. There it is. One part of that testimony clearly contradicts the evidence, but I don't know what it means. I better find out, and quick. This has to be it, because if he had been shot in the heart, he would not have been able to scream. No, shit. Huh? Really? I'll try to think it over. Damn it! That didn't go so well. Oh, boy. Okay, hint. Wrong statement or wrong piece of evidence? What else do you have related to the DL6 incident? The photograph scene of the murder. Okay, before I attempt to present that, I think that's it. It has to be this, then. No, damn it. I'm jumping the gun... I'm jumping the gun too much on this. Okay, chime in, answer. I'm in overthinking mode. Is it the case one of the case files? No clues found at the scene. Wait. Oh. Murder weapon was fired twice! Hold on! Yeah. I got ahead of you on that, Wolf, so we're good on that one. Bingo. A single gunshot. Are you sure you only heard one gunshot? Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot and the scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came. I see. No, Your Honor, unfortunately you don't. Look at this file one more time. This plainly contradicts the witness' testimony. You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence unless you can tell us what page it's on. Which page contradicts Miles Edwards' testimony? The victim... Okay. I'm already halfway through my chances, and I'm not about to end up with a game over just yet. Yeah, murder twice. It was in the victim data.
Dick.
Yeah. Look at the victim data in this file. It says it quite plainly. The murder weapon was fired twice. So the first shot could have just scared people, and then the second shot could have been the kill shot. Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was the accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. So who fired the remaining shot? If it wasn't suicide, that could only leave Yogi. Was there perhaps another shooter who fired that second shot? Your Honor, as I'm sure you're aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when the second shot was fired. It might have been fired the day before the incident. Oh, bullshit. There is no proof that the second shot has anything to do with this incident. What? I see. You do have a point. Mr. Wright, the murder weapon was fired twice, as we've heard. One of those shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at the time. Do you have any proof that the other shot fired had something to do with the case? Has to be. Your Honor, I think I will be able to show you proof. What? Impossible. Now, Mr. Von Karma, save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. It's like, for Christ's sake, it's like, let's be shocked with everyone else. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show us your proof. Do you have evidence that the second firing of the pistol is related to this incident? Okay, I'm doing some refreshing here on the case summaries. Nope. You've seen it before just a minute ago. Literally the picture. Or the bullet. One of the two. I'm gonna quickly save. Oh, I can't save because I'm in this one. But it is the picture, am I right? Yes, this will be the chime in confirm answer. Because I know I'd probably jump the gun on the evidence. But it is... Look at the photo. Yeah, one bullet was found in the heart, but the other bullet ricocheted out the window. Okay, so I jumped the gun. So this... Oh, no. You gotta actually hit present, not double-click it. Look at this photograph. This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. I can see the victim lying there. It's Gregory Edgeworth. This proves the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. This photo proves it. So let me get this straight. This photo proves 2 shots were fired. Where? Your Honor, please get a clue! Show the judge the contradiction in the photo. As should be obvious, the contradiction is here. I see, a bullet hole in the door. Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol, yet there is also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know that the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired that second shot. Order! Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart, the other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else. Mr. Wright, but who else could that be? The murderer, of course. I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DL6 incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page. Elevator, District Courthouse, date, air... Air in the elevator was oxygen depleted at time of incident. No clues found at the scene, apparently. The case summary, that's on page 1. Look at what is written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. If the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene. He does have a point. That second bullet has never been found. Wait a minute. Well, that's the 1 bullet. Wait a minute. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter. The whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else that made the bullet hole in the door. Oh boy, he's really trying to push this. Order! I will have order! Mr. Wright, it has proven one thing to us quite clearly, that the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet fired was not found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked the second bullet. So all we have is the single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter. Gah, how did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident? What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection? I'm sorry, Maya. What? It looks like I was wrong. Nick, if the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing. No, but you said you'd do it, Nick. You said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent. I'm sorry. It's just that when I saw the photograph, I thought 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it. I thought I won. I thought there was another person, someone else who fired the killing shot. But now, I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case had stood unsolved for 15 years. Nick. Well, it seems that we have finally cleared up this incident. Only 1 bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth. Precisely. I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far? Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any objections? No. No, I do not. So you killed your father, though it was not your intention? Yes, I did. Oh no. He's accepted the guilt. Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today, right here. Right now! Indeed. Does anyone have any objections? I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There are so many things I know I should be saying, but my mind's gone blank. I can't find the words. Mr. Wright. Objection! Your Honor! I object! Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object? Oof. Nick? I don't know. His case is perfect. Oh no. Ugh! It must exist. The second bullet. Oh. What?
Dick!
What did you just say? Nothing. The second bullet must exist. But where? Someone took it. It seems waiting is not going to produce us any answers from Mr. Wright. Wait, Your Honor! The second bullet. It existed! What? But we just heard the proof did not exist. I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. Okay. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened. But who? I'm saving it here because, the murderer! The murderer? Then tell us, just who is this murderer? I'm still thinking on that one. So the criminal took the second bullet, but why, huh? First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there a somewhat unpressing need for the murderer to search the bullet? The murderer had to find it to give plausible deniability. Of course there was a need. That's why he took it. What possible reason could they have had? Well, the reason the murderer took the bullet away from the scene is the bullet would be proof. Hello, Tom. Welcome on in. Bang, 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 bang. It would be proof in a way. Maybe he thought the bullet would be used as proof. Proof? It was a special bullet, so they took it with them. If that was the case, then there should have been the bullet from inside Gregory as well. Huh? Why would they be able to take one of the 2 shots fired? Oh, right. Mr. Wright, have you really thought this through? I'm going to have to penalize you. Damn it. Heyo. This isn't going so well. Okay, chime in. Hint. I would imagine I was on the right track for the murderer had to find it. Okay, hint, was I on the right track with my theory about the need to try and find that second bullet to add plausible deniability to his case? Shrug. Miles, you happen to be there? I just stepped out. I missed it. Okay, so I tried. The murder had to find it, and then went, it's proof, and then I got penalized. But I feel like I'm on the right track that the murderer would have had to find it. So now I'm wondering... So I'm asking for the chime in on the hints. Was there need for the bullet? I have a feeling that he had to find it. So my chime in moment is, was I on the right track on this? He didn't need it? Why would the murderer have to spend time to look for a stray bullet? I haven't gotten a clue. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? The murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true. Ugh. Had to take it. Had to take it. The murder. What does that mean? You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken. Yes, Your Honor, I've no idea what I'm doing, but the murderer had to take the bullet. Had to? What do you mean? Well, for instance what? Maybe the bullet, hit the murderer? The bullet hit the murderer? Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have taken it with it. Would you? Oh my god, he's gone crazy. It's not like you could perform surgery right there, you know? Thank you for that hydrate. I really needed it after all that talking. Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that's really what happened? Let me get this straight. So at the time of the murderer themselves was shot, and they left with the second bullet inside. Oh my god, that might explain it. Or the... But then where did that bullet hole come from on the glass? If it really did strike the... If it really did strike Yogi, wouldn't there be blood splatter on the door? Maybe that's what the scream was he heard. When Miles threw the gun and the gunshot went off, it hurt Yogi and not Gregory. And then Yogi, in a further oxygen-deprived panic, killed Gregory with the second shot. Only one bullet at the scene of the crime? Yes. I guess that's how it would work, yes. But there's a problem with that. The other two people rescued from that elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yanni Yogi, were both unharmed. So that would mean the murderer came from the outside, yes. The two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol in his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges of the bullet. The bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside. Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. I can tell you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you say. What are you saying? Deny it! Deny it! No one involved in the incident was wounded. There was no murderer. No one was wounded at the time of the incident? He's right. I can't think of anyone. Hey, Nick, huh? I just thought of something really crazy. Crazy? Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday? Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Wow. It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Yes, and Von Karma was the one who was shot! By accident! He might have had to take a vacation to heal from the gunshot wound! That was the first, and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting. What if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock, but took it because he was injured? Which would mean, it could only mean one thing. He was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth. It was Von Karma! Oh man, something wrong? Mr. Wright, you seem dazed. No, Your Honor. Well, you have indicated the possibility the murder came from the outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect? Uh-oh. Should I come out and say it now? I have a feeling if there is potential confidence... Oh boy. Because I'm down to 2. Say it. I figured. Your Honor.
Dick.
There is a suspect. One lone suspect. Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect? My hands are shaking. The what? Von Karma! Von Karma? You mean the Von Karma, the prosecutor? The one standing right over there? Bah! You don't object? I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection? Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident, yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason? So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident. Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery, no? Where did I go under the knife? Where do I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify. Ugh.
Nick, let's find out who this doctor is.
It's no use. Edgeworth? I know Von Karma, perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. That would leave a doctor as a witness.
Ugh, nobody's that perfect. So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out by himself? That's insane.
No, he couldn't have.
You can't just pull bullets out of yourself. Wait, what does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere, but where?
Well, Mr. Wright...
Is it still in him?
Can you produce evidence to prove that I was shot?
The one time we have this! Yes, you can! He never took the bullet out! Yes, show evidence.
Alright, Von Karma, I'll prove it, and I'll even use evidence. I know how you like it as much.
What?
The evidence that proved Von Karma was shot was... Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery leaving an evidence trail. So then I ask, where is that bullet now? I think it unlikely Von Karma performed surgery on himself. You don't mean...
I do.
There is a possibility the bullet is still inside Von Karma. Is that even possible for all these years?
Well, there's one way to find out.
We could use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, I'm going to run this over you and see what we find.
He's sweating.
I refuse! You refuse? But refusing this means... You acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you? Order! 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 Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use the metal detector. Judge, I call for a suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy! The statute of limitations runs out on this case today. It was you who said we have to end it right here, right now. Enough! I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing.
Nick, what does this mean?
I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. It reacted! Something's inside its right shoulder!
The bullet!
Mr. Von Karma?
You.
It was you. I was afraid this would happen, and so I remained silent. Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident.
What?
I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6. He's now starting to grasp at straws. But, Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that? Prove? I have no obligation to prove anything. It is Mr. Wright who must prove something here, not I. Mr. Wright, well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was from DL6? Of course he can't. You don't have any of the DL6 evidence. That's because you took it from the records room yesterday. With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright.
No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma.
What?
You were close. One day away from freedom.
But you see, I have proof! What? Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Mr. Edgeworth? I can link that bullet to your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof!
Okay, hint. Chime in, chat. It is an evidence from the DL6 incident, isn't it? Still bears clear ballistic markings. You have one of the bullets. Exactly. So, we would be able to match the bullet up with the ballistic markings from the same bullet that killed Gregory Edgeworth. That's a bullet? Where did you get that? This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely with all the ballistic markings intact. And if he never removed the bullet, there would have been no further deterioration to it. The ballistic markings should still be intact on his bullet as well. Ballistic markings. You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago. Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate. We have 2 bullets in our possession. One bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We could analyze both bullets. Then, if the markings matched, we would know that both bullets have been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol. In other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet and solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma? He's banging his head. That scream. I've heard that scream before. Wait, I know. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet! I said quiet! You're not making this any easier! Stop breathing my air! I'll stop you! Stop breathing my air! Get away! Get away from my father! Bang! So that scream was Von Karma. It's that scream I heard in the elevator 15 years ago. Von Karma! It was you who screamed! Mr. Von Karma? Edgeworth! Edgeworth! Only you dare defy me! So it was you. You and your father are my curse! Your father shamed me with a penalty on my record! And you left a scar on my shoulder that will never fade! I'll bury you! I'll bury you with my bare hands! Death! Death! 15 years earlier. Chief Prosecutor, I am sorry. Von Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. I never thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you. I was careless. I'm sorry, but you will have to be penalized. I've covered for you in the past, but not this time. Edgeworth! There we have it. It was a shock like none I've never known. Whoops. Well, I may as well save this here. Me? Penalized? It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. I went out in the hall and felt my way to the elevator. I pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then there was a noise. I was in pain. A horrible burning pain in my shoulder. Just then the lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes.
Dick.
A demonic, evil dick. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then it was destiny. And he was left-handed as well. Interesting fact. Happened to be left-handed just like Yanni Yogi when he took the 2 shots at Miles Edgeworth. In his last moment, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died, never knowing who had shot him. Later, he spoke through a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime. Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? Judge! What? What are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now, end it! Very well. It appears that we have come a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later. Mr. Miles Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. You were innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare. Yes, Your Honor. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. That is all. This court is adjourned. Absolute relief. December 28th, 5:38 p.m. That case went on for almost 8 hours. Breaks included. Holy moly. I mean, at least this particular day.
Nick, we did it! Did you see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual.
I suppose I would be after I had all the blood drained out from me from screaming so much.
He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick. Crushed! I gotta say, I'm impressed.
It was pretty close, though. I was sure we had it.
I know, I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself. But now, it's all just a good memory.
So, it's finally over, Edgeworth. Right. Yeah? I'm not sure how to say this.
I know. Try thank you.
I see. Thank you, Wright. You're welcome.
I think you could have done better than that.
Sorry, I'm not good at this sort of thing. Thank you. My devilish cries really parched my throat back there. Thank you for the pets.
You've got a lot to learn, Edgeworth.
She's got you there.
Yep, definitely a stretch there. Victory stretch.
Holy moly. That was definitely a euphoric rush there. And with that, I'm off to work. Thank you for sticking through with this. Take care. Don't let work get to you, Miles. Whoa! Amazing, pal. You enthusiastic dick. Amazing, pal. You pulled it through just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. I'll owe you one, pal. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month. But who cares?
See, Mr. Edgeworth? You could take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you.
I see. I'll give you an A for effort, Miles. I feel foolish.
Don't worry, take it a little bit at a time. You'll get used to it. Yeah,
you've basically been an angsty teenage edgelord for about 15 years. That's not a cycle to break out of very easily. Imagine the 3D animation of that. Oh, good grief. Which one? Von Karma banging his head or just that little moment back there, Wolf? Details. It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded. I figured as much, you little...
Hey, y'all! Lotta! Y'all were great in there.
Thank you.
Yo, Edgeworth, congrats!
Thank y'all very much.
I knew you were innocent from the start, of course.
Oh, did you now?
Just look at you. You would stick your hand into the cookie jar even if no one was there.
You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you?
Yeah, well, let's let bygones be bygones, eh? Speaking of which,
What are you gonna do now, Lotta?
who, me? I went back to college. I tried giving up being an investigative photographer pretty quick.
Really? That's too bad.
Huh? Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park?
Huh?
It's over, Nick. My life's over. Oh, no. Don't tell me. Not again, Larry.
You and your smelly butts! Why the sad face, Larry? What happened now?
Oh, Nick, I'm not long for this world.
Oh, no. You don't look sick.
It's Kiansey. She's going to live in Paris. Paris, Nick. She's leaving me behind.
Ugh. Should have seen that coming.
Yo, Edgy, there you are.
Yes, here I am.
Congrats, Edgy. Here, a little gift from me in celebration.
Celebration? That's unusual for you. Harry Butts, you come along tonight too. My treat, pal. Oh, good grief. Is he gonna invite everyone in on this? Oh my gosh. I could kind of see where the original game was gonna end on this particular high note.
Huh? Thanks. Looking forward to it. Yo, Nick. That's the suit that questioned me. When he says treat, that's not police talk for prison food, right? Right?
I think you'll be fine, Larry. Right.
Yeah?
What's up? That envelope that Larry gave me, it's got money in it.
Well, yeah, that's not strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes.
It's $38, right? Oh my god.
Huh. What a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot either.
38 exactly?
Nick! Wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school?
38. No. God damn it, Larry! No, Larry, it was you! What are you so surprised about, Wright? Huh? Larry was absent that day from school, right? But that doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect.
What?
Think back to that day 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came to school anyway. Then he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history.
I never was good at history.
Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you? I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Dick! Exactly! Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember? Yeah, too well. Right, you may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. When something smells, it's usually the butts. I never expected to hear that phrase come out of Edgeworth's mouth. I know! Really, Wright. I'm surprised you didn't figure it out.
Well, this is an unexpected turn of events, huh?
Edgeworth. You should have told me!
Now, Nick? It was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitations has run out, Mr. Edgeworth?
Well, over 15 years ago. I'd say so, yes.
There, you have it.
Ugh. Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did! Well, you have always been something of an insufferable emotionalist. Just basically calling him an emotional snowflake. How about that?
Yeah, you get worked up too easily, too.
Death! The death sentence for both of you! Man, if I only known, I would have become a prosecutor! The same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought that I might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all. Edgeworth, want to switch, Wright?
Hey, y'all, line up. I'll take a photo. Hey, photo time. Let's go.
And after all that, dinner on me. Detective Gumshoe took us out on the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom, even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention.
Oh, for Pete's sake, you mean you went on out of the town but you didn't take Miles with?
Whoa, I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. Huh? It's still only 5. Maybe I should go back to sleep.
Were you sleeping in the office all this time?
What's this? A letter? Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you, it made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium, in training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth, too. I wanted to help you, but I couldn't. I was useless. So I've decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium, for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick.
Goodbye?
What time is it?
Gah! The first trains for the mountains have already left to the station.
I guess I'm too late.
Hey! Nick!
Maya! So, you're leaving? Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits, and I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay?
Wait!
What? I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help.
Huh?
On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice.
You heard my sister?
Yes, only her voice, but still. It was at the very end when I thought we'd lost everything. Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped, and Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick. But you were the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya.
Huh? I didn't do anything!
All I did was wander around in a daze. Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped. Evidence? Show Maya some evidence to screw her up. She managed to grab this. A bullet? Von Karma was convinced he had taken all the evidence pertaining to DL6, but you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. This was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma, and you were the one who gave it to me. Nick. Thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you. I'll be back soon. Huh? I'm going to complete my training and come back. Okay. I'll be waiting.
Of course you will. You can't run that office by yourself. You're hopeless.
Oh, way to go. I don't know about that. So, this is it. See you soon, Maya. I was waiting for a shot like that. Thanks, Nick. And so my story ends. Time to turn a new page and say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins, with the same old crazy cast of characters. Ha! Don't think you've graduated yet, amateur. Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim? Yes, Your Honor. Uh-oh, I got a bad feeling about this. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. And that there was Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Oh, hey, pal, Mr. Edgeworth came down to the precinct to wish me a happy new year. Talk about pleasant surprise. Whoa, Detective Gumshoe. Oh, God. Then he hung his head low and went right back outside. Oh, boy. Kind of like he was embarrassed or something. Yeah, I would be if that half-assed attempt. Strange, huh? Dick! So it looks like there's cutscenes mixed into the end credits.
Huh? Nick? Nah, haven't seen him lately. Who, me? I've been working at a cheese shop. That Missy's a nice lady, but she's not exactly what you call a cheap date. Huh? Oh, she's in Hawaii right now, yeah. Oh my god, Larry! Sheesh. Oh, right? Yeah, I remember him. I hear he's been busy lately. You know, not to ring my own bell, but I sort of taught him everything he knows. Yeah, right. I'm sure he's grateful. Oh, thank you for the pets, Wolf. Yeah, right, Mr. Payne. You keeled over in defeat. Phoenix Wright? Ah, the defense attorney for whom I wrote that affidavit for, yes. Oh, you should know. I've taken over the management of the Gatewater Hotel recently. Should you be in the area, please stop by. Oh boy, the Psycho Bellboy. Now management of Murder Manor. Oh boy. Oh, it's you. Phoenix Wright? Ah, yes, Mia's understudy, was he not? I wonder how he's doing. Haven't seen him of late. Ah, the days of my youth, like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. Oh, boy. He's really got a thing for lemons. Phoenix Wright? He's an actor? Is he an actor? Well, I'm not buying it. You can't be a star with a name like Phoenix. Don't you understand how the DVDs you buy nowadays? I don't know what the DVDs are like. Everything's supposed to keep out straight, hey, Al? Huh? Oh, good grief. A last-minute ramble from the old bag. Well, I'm pleased to announce the Pink Princess is a hit. I sure owe that Mr. Wright a great deal. Oh, and I keep keeping my face out in public eye until the show's over. I wouldn't want to ruin any kid's dreams, you know? Oh, boy. Oh, I got a letter from Maya the other day. It sounds like she caught a cold standing under a waterfall. Oh, boy. I wanted to visit, but I didn't have time, so I sent her a Pink Princess trading cards. She says she can't buy them where she is. What kind of place is she living at anyway? Probably somewhere where there's, like, no amenities whatsoever. Manuel. Yeah, not Manuel. Right? Who's that? You want to talk? Let's talk Pink Princess, all right? But, you know, I snuck into the studio the other day, and I saw her. The one inside the Pink Princess suit. Ugh. What a dog! She was kind of a shock for a boy of my tender age. Oh, good grief, Cody. Music's a bit of a bop there. Yeah, I remember, right? That lawyer guy. Huh? Me? I'm trained to become a paranormal photographer, oh boy. You know, that picture I took of everyone? Well, just behind them, there's a ghost. For real. Now that's talent. I'm gonna be famous. A ghost. I wonder, can we see the photo, please? It was Mia. Victory! I think that's the first time I've ever seen Miles Edgeworth smile. Actually give a genuine smile. Hold it! A new episode has been added. Oh boy. Yes, the extra chapter, which, according to Miles St. Barrow, the one who gifted me this game, was a bit of a add-in to the original game long after the fact. And apparently there is some stylistic differences. The mechanics, I think, are still the same, but I think there might be some stylistic differences in the story and whatnot. We still got a little bit of time left. Let's see what this is all about. Rise from the ashes. Save progress up to this point. Well, already I can kind of feel like a Streets of Rage vibe from this scene. Oh my! literal stylistic difference. There's actual motion. Oh my goodness, what is going on here? We know the killer is a woman, or at least it appears that way. It's been 2 months since Maya left the office. 2 months without a single trial. I've had offers, but none I took. That is, until the day that girl showed up. February 22nd, 10:02 a.m., Wright and Company law offices. Why do I come in here to the office every day? It's not like I want to work. There you are, finally. Where have you been? Oh my. My sister's trial is tomorrow. Who are you? It doesn't matter who I am, it only matters who you are. The famous defense attorney, Mia... Do I look like a busty babe to you, kid? Oh, you're not Mia Fey, are you? I'm sorry, but Miss Mia Fey no longer works here. So you are the coffee boy? I'm Phoenix Wright, a defense attorney. Right. Tits! Exactly, Wolf. Right, wait! You're the Phoenix Wright? The Phoenix Wright from the Edgeworth murder case? Yes, that's correct. It wasn't Edgeworth who was murdered, though. That's a relief, then. Tits McGee! Exactly. I'm sorry, I'm afraid I'm not taking cases right now. But you're Phoenix Wright, right? The undefeated defense attorney? Look, I'm not accepting any new cases. I'm sorry, but you'll have to try elsewhere. Please! I'm out of time! But, please, you have to help. It's my sister. Maya? Could it be? Okay, I'll hear you out. Really? Thank you so much. My name's Emma Sky. I'm a scientific investigator. Scientific investigator? Okay, I can already tell from the intro to this chapter and definitely the musical style, it just feels a little different. But I don't think it's too distracting, but we're still early on in this chapter, so we'll just take a look here. Emma, was it? So you're a scientific investigator? Yes, that's right. Is something wrong? No, it's just you seem kind of jumpy, or maybe just young? Young? I'll be 16 years old this year. Oh, I see. Wait, only 16? I'm set to be formally assigned to forensics in 3 more years. My work is becoming quite well known, at my age, no less. So what exactly is your current position, then? Well, legally speaking, I guess you could call me an 11th grader. I got nothing for this if you need help. This wasn't in the anime. I figured as much. Oh yeah, that means I could go and watch the anime after this. At least for that particular story arc. And we'll see just how off my voice acting was compared to the real deal. But I'm ready to do my job, at my age no less. Great, another future professional in training. So what's this about a case? You said the trial's tomorrow? My sister didn't do it. She wouldn't stab someone with a knife, she wouldn't. So, it's a murder case. I don't care if there's a witness who saw her do it, she didn't do it. I can't help you because I rarely replay this case. Okay, so I'm pretty much flying blind here. I know she didn't do it. It's a scientific fact. And there's a witness. Just talk to her. You have to talk to her. Right. I suppose I will. I promised her I'd bring Mia Fey, but that's interesting. How would she know Mia? So you want to be a scientific investigator when you grow up, then? Excuse me? I'm not a child. I'll have you know. Still, it's a goal to have, albeit a very unusual one. I believe investigation should be done scientifically. Don't you? Yeah, sure. Can't fault her for a lack of enthusiasm. If this case is handled scientifically, I'm sure my sister's name will be cleared. Your sister? I've been doing research, you know. I'm developing a new scientific method of case investigation. I'll show you when I'm done.
I'm looking forward to it. I guess I should get down to the detention center and talk to her sister.
My sister asked for Mia specifically. This Mia Fey person was a few years below her in high school.
So they went to the same school, huh?
She always told me to go to Mia if I ever need a defense attorney, and, well, I need one. How on earth did they not hear that Mia died last year? Where did they get their news?
Incidentally, Mia is a woman.
Now that you mention it, I guess it is more of a woman's name than a man's.
Well, it's nice of you to help your sister out like this. You must be close.
Well, actually, when she gets like she is now, I kind of hate her.
Huh?
But she's my only family.
Your only family? What about your parents?
They died in a car accident when I was little.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right. I wonder if some of the exams and things... There's a poster of the Steel Samurai on the wall. Maya stuck it there on the day that she left. I didn't have the heart to take it down. I do sometimes get strange looks from clients, though. For sure. Looks like a cleaning day again. I hear they're playing a second branch outside the city. Egads, the bellboy is staring right at me. Oh no! Not the psycho bellboy! Mia's plant, Charlie. I've been taking care of him since Mia's absence. Oh boy. Wolf, did your dog pee on the plant so much it became Charlie? Alright, time to move here. February 22nd, detention center. Woof. I wonder what's wrong with Emma. She just got quiet all of a sudden as soon as we arrived. Guard, I thought I told you I didn't want visitors. Sorry, ma'am, it's just your sister. The one time the guard actually is kind of flinchy. No excuses! Or did you not want to raise this year? Understood, ma'am. What was that all about? Oh my god, she's a commandant. Hi, Lana. Funny. I seem to remember you specifically telling you not to come here. Perhaps my memory is failing? Look, I didn't want to come here either, okay? But your trial's tomorrow and you still don't have a defense attorney. I'll be the one in court tomorrow. This has nothing to do with you, Emma. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? Hey, how did you know me? Mia mentioned you. I've heard quite a bit. I'm sorry. What exactly is that you do? My name is Lana. Lana Sky. I'm chief prosecutor for this district. You're a prosecutor? A very decorated one at that. Two sisters, one a lawyer. Could this be a coincidence? Emma, Lana, I mean, they're just, like... Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? There's something you should know from the start. Which is, the suspect in this case has confessed to the crime. Huh? Well, wait, but the suspect is... Me. I did it. Well, Mr. Wright, well, why don't you begin by telling me exactly what happened? The crime took place yesterday, February 21st at 5:15 p.m. That's quite specific. It was in the witness's disposition. A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. That was a bit of bad luck, wasn't it? The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. Prosecutor's office, huh? In your subordinate's car trunk? Classy. I was arrested on the spot, caught red-handed as it were. Well, that's just great. So, who was the victim? An investigator with the police department. I suppose the correct term is detective, not gumshoe, I hope. A detective? Death was due to a loss of blood. He was stabbed once in the stomach. By you? Death wasn't immediate, but the wound was fatal. I see. Allow me to repeat myself, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective. You know what that means, don't you? Oh! What? Mr. Wright, what does that mean? Well, it means... the police department will consider it a matter of pride to have me found guilty. They will use any means at their disposal to do so. This case gets worse and worse with everything I learned, and probably capital punishment on top of that. So you're the chief prosecutor? That is correct. I'm responsible for overseeing every trial handled by prosecutors in this district.
I make sure the prosecutors have what they need to do the job and manage every aspect. Those are my responsibilities in a nutshell. That's an awfully large nutshell. Still, I'm a little surprised. I would think you'd recognize the district's chief prosecutor, Mr. Wright. Huh? In fact, it seems impossible you wouldn't. Lana? What happened to your hand? Oh, this? I cut myself by accident when I stabbed him. That is... Huh? I'm not very good at being a criminal, I suppose. How am I supposed to defend this? Time to change the subject. Wait, she was in Mia's class ahead of Mia, was... She was in class ahead of Mia, was she? You were in school with Mia, correct? A few years above her? Emma told you that too, didn't she? Well, why not? I did drag him all the way here from his office. Although it seems he has very little in common with Mia. Hey! It was in law school. I was in my 3rd year and she was auditing the class. She was different than the other students. Different? She was strong. She'd do anything to become a defense attorney. Anything. That was probably why she was attracted to me. Excuse me? Intellectually attracted, Lana was top of her class in school. I was the best there was. Oh. I'm doing pretty good in school too, by the way. Sounds a bit different when Emma says it. Well, Mr. Wright? Excuse me? As you can plainly see, I'm admitting my guilt. I think it's safe to say there is no way you can take this case. None. But Lana! Why? Why are you doing this to me? You never think of anyone but yourself. I know you didn't do it, Lana, I know! So how can you say you did? If I lose you, I'll be all alone. I hate you, Lana! Mr. Wright. Yes? I believe our discussion here is ended. The rest, I leave to you. You mean you're requesting my services as your defense? Don't lose any sleep over it. Your client has confessed, after all. The case is over. Right. I'll do what I can to get to the bottom of this. Lana has confessed to the crime, yes. But something doesn't fit. It's that look in Emma's eyes. There's something else going on here, and I'm going to find out what. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. About what? My sister. She's not always like that, you know. I just never expected to be defending another prosecutor again. She's changed a lot. She used to be so gentle, always smiling. Everybody liked her. I see. Sorry, but I'm having trouble imagining that. What happened to her? I don't know for certain myself. I think maybe she... Well, maybe not. Oh. I think I skipped it. Let's go out to the underground parking lot of the prosecutor's office, shall we? Okay. I have no idea what I possibly skipped over. It was an internal monologue, but... February 22nd, prosecutor's office. Underground parking lot. So this is the lot where it all happened? Looks like they're still investigating. Funny, that my first visit to the prosecutor's office should be like this. Hey everyone, keep up the good work! Hey, what are you thinking? Well, they're going to be my coworkers 3 years from now, after all. No harm in saying hello. Actually, there is. You know attorneys aren't supposed to examine crime scenes. I'm trying not to stand out too much here, see? Hey there! You expected to go here unnoticed, partner? Partner? Oh boy. What do we have here? Looks like a bambina got loose from the ranch. It's up to no good. Folks gotta learn to keep these doggies tied down, partner. Mr. Marshall! Marshall? Looks more like a sheriff to me. Looky here, Bambina, I know how you feel, but this is my gang's gold strike, see? Strike? This is our claim, our territory, with a muddy load of evidence. If you're fixing to mess with what's ours, you'll regret it, partner. You know what dreams the cacti out in the desert dream you wanted? What's this guy talking about? You'll head along home now. Happy trails, Bambina. Oh boy. Yeah, and thank you for that hydrate. Yep, I'm definitely gonna need a bigger bottle after this, for sure.
Because mine just ran out. And we're almost nearing the end anyway, so I think just fix this up. So just give me a moment while I just turn off that redeem. Yeah, because it makes no sense to just try to do that on an empty bottle. And... Alright, so that's just turned off for now. Anyway, back to the story here. Was that, hombre a friend of yours? Kinda, sorta, yeah, he's a detective. Could have fooled me. Who thinks he's a sheriff from the Wild West, it seems? What's this? A wallet? Excuse me, officer. Wait, what are you doing, Mr. Wright? What am I doing? I just found this wallet, so I'm handing over to the police. I don't believe it. This is real basic. Anything at a crime scene is evidence. Let's be scientific about this. Please, just put it in your pocket. How is this scientific? Sounds like theft to me. Foldable wallet found at the crime scene. There seems to be something inside. I'm called to duty already at my tender age. Here, I'll teach you the trick to examining evidence in detail, okay? By the way her eyes are sparkling, I can tell she's been waiting for this. Oh, okay, now, look at the court record. Okay, now there's a new mechanic involved here. You have to be sure to examine evidence carefully on all sides, so... Now let's start examining from every angle. Oh, okay, wait. HMP... Okay, that's a completely different... Oh, look, I think there might be a clue here. You should check it out with a... And you press enter. This is an ID card. Sergeant Bruce Goodman, ID 5842189. See? Well, isn't scientific investigation useful? I guess, though I don't see what science has to do with it. Goodman's ID added to the court record. Let's be sure to examine every piece of evidence we find. I guess I gotta be on my toes from now on. Oh boy. Examine... Really? So this is what the back of the badge looks like. And I always thought it had a safety pin. Each badge has a number carved into it. That way you can tell which attorney it belongs to. You mean you couldn't lend your badge to anyone? No, I'd be found out right away. Well, that's no fun. Ha ha ha. Well, this is interesting. Very interesting. Well, I can already see that this new mechanic is definitely going to play into the side of my brain that's really wanted to kind of like analyze everything, even though it may come down to a very dangerous detriment at times during the earlier cases. Look, a door. This must mean something. I'm not sure that doors mean anything. No, it won't open. A mysterious lock. I fail to see what's mysterious about it. Mr. Wright, you need to learn to enjoy life more. Let's finish our investigation first, shall we? A ladder. That's a step ladder. What's the difference in scientific terms, please? Scientific, huh? Look at the basic nature of things, Mr. Wright. This all seems so horribly familiar somehow. Yeah. Back at the samurai case. Good grief. Here, a phone. Let's see if it works. Hey, don't touch stuff we don't need to be touching. I can't hear anything. My ears. No, my ears. Maybe it's due to barometric pressure. What's she babbling about? Hey, what did you just say? See, you can hear just fine. The phone's broken. An oil drum looks like it's filled with water. It's heavy. I can't even budge it. Drum over there is on its side. Wait, I know. I'll hide in there and do a stakeout. I think you'll probably just get arrested. In fact, you may not even have to hide in the drum to get arrested. What? I'm not suspicious.
Look, a stylish glass-walled room. Very nice. You can see the whole parking lot from in there. It says security. Perhaps it's a cafe? Welcome to Maya 1.5. Cafe security. Yeah, that must be it. Let's check it out later. I hate to break it to you, but I think that's probably just a security guard office. You know, I scored a 97 on the science test the other day. Too bad they don't have a test for common sense. My thoughts exactly, Phoenix. Now I'm really starting to vibe with him. This is where the cars leave the lot. The arrow on the ground makes it look more like an entrance. What are you talking about? It's plainly an exit. Well, maybe it's both. Kind of a dual purpose. Ah, the theory of relativity. What? I got to write this down. Hey, Mr. Wright. Maybe you know, what was Mr. Relativity German, or was he British? Mr. Relativity. Are you sure that was his name? Oh, good grief. Well, no time to waste. Let's go hunting for clues. I wonder what this is. Well, partner, looks like you got no intention of going home quietly. The sheriff. Like I said before, this here's our claim. You'd best be moseying along unless you're fixing to bite the bullet. Literally. Yeah, scary. Can you just tell us one thing? Who owns that car? Well, the little filly's got a good nose on her. You want to know who rides that red Mustang with a body in her saddle, eh? Please. No problem, partner. About time for vittles anyway. Get yourself to the saloon up on the 12th floor of the Prospector's office? This guy is taking it too seriously. Dick number 6. Boy, oh boy. This guy is really taking his role way too seriously. Might just find you a cerveza you like. Prospector's office? Where does this guy think he is? And when, for that matter? Note to self, look up Vittles Saloon, Cerveza. Maybe we should check out room 1202. The High Prosecutor's office? In any case, stay away from the car. You can look around here all you like. Just keep your paws off our claim. Right. Great. Great. Maybe there's some clues around here, right? Let's check it out. Excuse me? Or are you two all set? Us? Oh. Us? What's this? She could be... Oh, boy. I almost feel like it continuing the accent. What? She couldn't be. You're selling lunches here? This is a crime scene. Oh, my goodness. Hello. Half and half, was it? Oh, thanks. And you, sir? Yes? Some crunchy goodness coming at you. Thanks. Interesting way of doing business. This area's off limits to anyone without clearance, especially passers-by. Or are you officers? No, but you don't look exactly like the type to have clearance. Well, that's hardly a way to greet someone. Even if my days as the cough-up queen are over... excuse me? Cough-up queen? Cough-up, huh? You know, I'm feeling kind of full. Maybe I'll pass on lunch. I'm quite connected to this case, you see. The images are blurred in my eyes, you might say. Yes, all the sordid secrets. Secrets? Dear me, you are a slow one, aren't you? I'm referring to the murder, the stabbing of that detective. What? A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. You mean you're the witness my sister was talking about? Please, cough up, Queen. Tell us what happened. The name's Angel Star. Don't you go forgetting it. Or before you know it, I'll have you whimpering at my heels. Yes, man. Yikes, she needs it. Holy crap. I didn't expect to meet another woman that'd be more lethal than April May. Holy cow. Somehow, I knew. Yesterday was a day of destiny. I knew something was going to happen. But just like on that daily special on Friday, every week is salmon. Destiny? Was yesterday special for some reason? You're a defense attorney, right? You should know then. You should know the foul misdeeds of the evil ones who haunt this den of iniquity. Evil ones? Prosecutors. They have no qualms about the blackening the names of the innocents. And yesterday paid homage to the most evil one of all. They gave an award for King of Prosecutors. What a farce. So she's saying there was some sort of prosecutors convention yesterday? Step on me, mommy says a lot of horny straights. Exactly. I was almost compelled to lace their lunches with something afoul. You have a personal grievance against prosecutors or something? Or is there some kind of scientific evidence of this, evil? Young miss, mock me at your own risk. You'll soon find out why they call me the cough-up queen. Ew! The most heinous of all the evil ones, the one they awarded yesterday, it was in his car that they found the body. Proof that he devours the evilest lunches of all. Really? Really what? I'm totally confused. One thing's clear, this lunch lady has a thing against prosecutors. So what exactly was it that you witnessed, Miss Star? It was a fascinating spectacle, to be sure. I know I feel what they say when they talk about a woman's wrath. Yeah, I believe it's hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. Good grief, there happens to be quite a few Shakespearean references in this. To see Lana Sky wield that knife so... Her knife flashed in anger, bringing him to a sad end. It was truly a sight to see. You mean you saw the very moment of the crime? The sound of his silvery ties to his world being cruelly cut still rings to my ears. Oh my goodness. At least April May had like a positive uppity about her. This woman has a utter femme fatale demeanor about her. And the rhythmic beat of Lana Sky's knife. Wait a second, you know Lana Sky? Huh, of course. It's quite a feat, becoming chief prosecutor. How many lunchboxes of sin did she pack to make that journey, I wonder? She always travels light. Now, why would this pretty lunch lady know the chief prosecutor's name? Could we ask a bit about yourself, Miss Star? I sell lunches. I come here every day to sell lunches. I import only the freshest and best from the Far East. For some reason, the box lunches are a hit here. Why not make lunches here rather than import them? Well, now I think this is also a bit of an another observation I should make. Up until this particular case, a lot of the meals and whatnot have been, like, Americanized. So, like, when it came to, like, burgers and whatnot, likely it was referring to, like, ramen or some other, like, Japanese delicacy or some kind of dish. And the pasta shop from Yanni Yogi, the boatman, was likely supposed to be, like, a noodle or ramen shop. Instead, they make it, like, a spaghetti, related to spaghetti or Italian or something. But, yeah, who really buys that? Here, though, it jumps right back to Japanese cuisine. The lunchbox thing, the stuff, how it's made, how it looks. That is there is no denying that it is just basically Eastern cuisine. Quick cuisine at that. Did you say something? No. Only true connoisseurs can understand. The kind you can only tell someone who's tried General Tso's Trilobite lunch set. That's a Trilobite? I'm kind of starting to question the source of these lunches, because where the hell would you get a Trilobite into the 2000s? Was there some ancient deep black market that still has these things? Never mind, you win. I don't even want to appreciate part of a Trilobite's flavor. You and me both, Phoenix. Anyway, I come here every day to sell lunches. My boyfriend works in the security room at the prosecutor's office. Your boyfriend? See the security room over there? The glass-walled booth? I sell my lunches, and since I'm here anyway, I drop in to see him. Since you're here anyway, I guess selling lunches is more important than romance. So, to scientifically analyze the data available so far, you, Miss Star, are a lunch vendor with an ulterior motive for coming here. Useful analysis. Not.
Did you have a bad experience with a prosecutor, Miss Star? I sense some hostility. Hostility? Huh. Perhaps. Prosecutors are all alike, and the bigger they get, the worse they smell. Oh boy, I know 2 prosecutors that you probably would have had a heyday with. One I managed to prove innocent, the other is now likely behind bars. Or worse. Kind of like 10-day-old clams in chowder. I wonder if Miss Star was involved in some sort of legal trouble in the past. Yeah, maybe, well, more of a health department thing than a legal thing, but who knows. That'd be sure to cause a food poison. Be a sure cause of food poisoning, scientifically speaking, of course. I mean, now you're talking cough up queen. Yeah, I thought she was just a lunch vendor, but now I'm not sure. All right. Well, we'll save going up to the High Prosecutor's office for another day, but holy moly, what a day it has been. And I'm glad that we were finally able to get through the main story, and managed to wrap it up.